The sixth question that we have involves a gaseous reaction in which dimethyl ether decomposes to give methane, hydrogen and carbon monoxide. It is given that it is a first order reaction and the T half of the reaction is given, and this reaction is carried out at constant volume and temperature. It is also given that initially only dimethyl ether was present in the container at a pressure of 0.4 atm. We need to find out the total pressure of the system after 12 minutes. So this 0.4 atm pressure was totally of dimethyl ether. So the first thing you should do is write down the reaction. Gives CH4 gas plus H2 gas plus carbon monoxide gas. Now you can do this question in terms of moles also, which we generally do, but it is advisable to do this question in terms of pressure. Since the number of moles is directly proportional to the pressure, therefore we can write this equation in terms of pressure. At T is equal to 0, let the pressure be equal to P. At T is equal to 12 minutes, this will be something P minus P dash. Now the reduction in pressure P dash will create a pressure of P dash for CH4 and P dash for H2 and P dash for CO according to the coefficients, because if X moles of CH3 or CH3 are decomposed, then the pressure reduced is P dash. So X moles of CH4 will be produced, which will create a pressure of P dash, and similarly for H2 and CO. Therefore we can write the equation like this. So the total pressure at this stage comes out to be equal to P plus 2 times P dash. So P plus 2 P dash is what we need to find. P is given to be equal to 0.4 atm. So we need to find out P dash to get our final answer. So now, since it is given that it is first order reaction, therefore we can write KT is equal to ln of C0 upon CT, or rather P0 upon PT. This P0 is the initial pressure of the reactant and PT is the final pressure of the reactant. On writing this equation, we know that for a first order reaction, T half is equal to ln2 upon K. You should always remember this. Therefore K is equal to ln2 upon T half. Therefore we write ln2 upon T half, that is 14.5 minutes into the time taken is 12 minutes. This is equal to ln of initial pressure was 0.4, that is given. The final pressure is PT, let that be PT. On solving this equation, we get the value of PT to be equal to PT is equal to 0.2254 atms. Now this PT is nothing else but P minus P dash. P minus P dash is equal to 0.2254 atm. Now P dash is equal to P minus 0.2254 atm, that is equal to 0.4 minus 0.2254 atms, that is equal to 0.1746 atms. Now, so we get the value of P dash. Our final answer was P plus 2 P dash, that is the total pressure of the system after 12 minutes. This comes out to be equal to 0.4 plus 2 times 0.1746 atms, that is equal to 0.7492 atm. So our final answer is that the total pressure of the system after 12 minutes comes out to be equal to 0.7492 atm. The important thing we learned in this question was that for gaseous reactions you can write down the system of equations in terms of pressures also.